guys. All right, so today in social studies, we are going to learn about the laws in our country. So we're going to read from our book again today. So open up to page 12. You can hit pause if you need to. The section is titled All About Laws. So here we go. Laws for our country. Some laws are made for everyone in our country to follow. Other laws are made for our states and communities. Everyone in the United States looks to see what the traffic light shows us. When we walk to a corner and the light is red, we stop. And stop and think for a second. If that wasn't a law, if it wasn't a law to stop at a red light, what would happen? So if you got to a red light and you're going this way and these people had a green light, but you decided to go, you would get into a car accident, right? And not only would you hurt yourself, but whoever was going and you hit or they hit you, they would be hurt as well, right? So our laws, oftentimes, they are created to help keep us safe. All right, and so down at the bottom in that caption, it says places. The Capitol building in Washington, D.C. The laws for our country are made in the Capitol building. It is located in Washington, D.C. You see that gigantic building there? It's really pretty. And if you ever go to Washington, D.C. one day, you can see that building. And that is where our laws are made. All right, you can turn the page. State and community laws. In many states, like Michigan, we wear seatbelts when we ride in a car. This law keeps us safe. In Wichita, Kansas, it is the law to keep our sidewalks clear. This makes it safe for people to walk. Sally has fun shoveling the snow in the winter. That way, people won't slip and fall. So, we have laws to help keep us safe, to help people get along too, right? Because if there was an intersection, I'm gonna go back to my example with the red light and the green light, the traffic light. So if there was just no light there, and we have one street going this way and another one going this way, you know, maybe people would slow down, but if there were no laws, you might get into an argument with somebody else like, no, it was my turn to go. No, it was my turn to go, right? And so by having a light that turns green and a light that turns red, it also keeps things fair for everybody, right? We don't have to argue every time we come to an intersection with who got here first or who's taking their time or whatever. We just, whenever the light turns green, we know green means go, and if it's red, we need to stop. So they make our lives easier too, and we have those things to follow. So in the baggie that your parents picked up from school, you guys are gonna see this sheet. And this one's just kind of like a fun little worksheet. It's the difference between a rule and a law. So in your home, it might be a rule to take your shoes off when you come inside. That way the floor doesn't get dirty, right? But that's not a law. Like a policeman's not gonna come up to your house if you don't take your shoes off, right? That's just a rule that you have in your home, and maybe your mom or dad might get upset with you if you wear your shoes on your white carpet, but that's not a law, right? Whereas wearing your seatbelt, that is a law. And even sitting in a booster seat, if you're under a certain age or a certain size, that is a law, because the people in our government, they want to make sure that children, well, everyone, but especially those who need booster seats, are safe in the car. Okay, so it has two sides, and you are going to circle whether it's a rule or a law. Okay, so listen to the teacher. Is that a rule or is that a law? That's a rule, right? If you don't listen to me, a police officer isn't going to show up to your house, but it's a really good idea to listen to your teacher, right? That's the rule. Don't steal. Is that a rule or a law? That's a law. You are not allowed to take things that are not your own. So if you steal something from a store, you can be arrested. And we know that, right? Not that any of you guys would ever do that. Obey traffic lights. Is that a rule or a law? That's a law. So you guys are just going to circle whichever one it is. If it's a rule, circle rule. If it's a law, circle law. All right, guys, I'll see you later.